Hey everyone, it's Lisa with Mimi's DIY Journey. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be working with a new digital kit released by Pam over at Silver and Sparkles. I apologize for my phone now. My husband is on his way taking a grandchild home, so I have my phone up in case he calls. But this kit is designed by Pam over at Silver and Sparkles. I think I said that. It is called the Grand Tour. It is a very beautiful digital kit. So if you are interested in this kit, I will leave a link to her Etsy store in the description box below. But we have like United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, and just very, very pretty. The way the collage just comes together. I love it. There's train, which my husband and I both love trains. And this is almost like postage stamps from different countries. Have France. There's Paris. Same thing. Venice, or however you say it. Anyways. Yep, some airmail here, postcards, letters, ledger papers. I just love it. It is so pretty. And if you wanted to on some of these, you could cut them apart and use them as tags. I love this one. This one's really, really pretty. That might be my favorite. I'm gonna leave that on top. Excuse me. And then you have some journal cards. Those are kind of cool. It's almost like passport from different countries. And then we have some ephemera here with some faux washi tape. Those look like big stamps. Very pretty. I love it. Some more little journal cards. Ephemera. This kit is packed with ephemera. It is awesome. There's a map of the Alps. Goodness gracious. Then we have some faux wax seals, some tickets. Ooh, this is pretty. Some more ephemera. I like that. Those are pretty too. And well, we have a blank piece of cardstock here. Some more wax seals, some labels. Very pretty. Can't say it enough. I love it. And then all of these that I'm flipping through right now are printed on cardstock. And then we have some pockets here and some tags. So I did print out the pages on copy paper, and then I just backed it with like a neutral sheet that I already had saved on my computer. Okay, I am going to be working with 3 envelopes, and I am going to make a tri-fold folio. The first thing I want to do before I glued them together, because I started and decided I wanted to try something just a little bit different. So I'm going to take all 3 of these envelopes and I'm going to cut just a tiny sliver off the end here. So I can open those up. But just, see, just a tiny, tiny bit, just enough to open it up on that end. And hopefully this will turn out okay. I hope. Okay, and third one. Move that side. Oops. Okay. So I'm just going to throw those away. And then now I am going to go ahead and glue these together like I normally would. And I am just using my PVA glue. It is pH neutral, pH neutral. And I do like this glue. It does not set up as quick as the art glitter glue. So it gives me time to move things around if I need to. So when placing this, I'm going to try and get it as even as I can with the bottom. And then I'm going to give myself just a little bit of space between where the edge of this envelope is and my fold. There we go. Sure that's squished down good. All right. And I am going to do the same with this one. Yeah, a lot of times I stick things down in the wrong spot, so this gives me just a little bit of time in case I need to move stuff. Get this on the back here. All right. All right. Figure out how we're going to do this. Make sure I didn't glue any of my pockets closed. Okay. All right. Let's just start. That is, I really love this page. Sorry, I know I'm flipping. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, this is going to be my front cover right here. So, let's just start with that. We'll worry about the flap later. All right. Now my envelopes are they're about 5¼ by 7¼ So let's cut the paper 5 by 7 and see. Yeah, because that would leave about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That way we have a border of the envelope, because the envelopes are a pretty color. I started to use black, my black envelopes. So let's see. I want that on the front. So that'll be 5. And come on, line up. Oh, I can't use this one because it doesn't go to 7. Oh, I want to find me one of these, but that has the extended that you can pull out for a little bit bigger, because my big one's too big and a lot of times that is too small. Okay, this will work. Move that so I don't confuse myself. All right. Okay, 7 inches. Okay. Which I like this cutter too, but the guillotine's just so much easier sometimes. Okay. This is my one. Yes. Perfect. That gives me about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And I'm going to use the scorched timber in ink. I think this is going to look really pretty. Okay. And then we'll get some glue. So I hope everybody has had a good weekend. Ours hasn't been too bad. Did a little shopping with the grandkid yesterday. Pull that just a tad. It's a little crooked. There we go. Okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crooked. All right. So then I am going to use this part for the back. So we want that 5x7 as well. Okay. Make sure. Now the one thing I do like about this trimmer is there's a line in here that I can line up and cut without guessing. Oh, 5. We want this 5. Where am I getting all these little pieces of paper? Oh, from in here. Oh, goodness. Okay. 5. Sure it's straight. Oh, I should have cut it. Well, no, because I want this part. I don't want that part to be compromised. Okay, so then 7. There we go. Get over there. Hmm. Okay. So then we have that. So let's ink this fine there. All right, so then we flip it open and we're going to have a pocket right here. So I just need to know or figure out if I want my notch here or on this side. I think here. So let's go ahead and notch it. And then that way when we trim our paper, we can get that notch in there. Now I'm just eyeballing this, but if you want to measure out and get it precisely in the middle, you know, of course, you can do so. Okay, 5x7. Oh, these are my journal pages. I'm not even gonna look through these because they're all just beautiful anyways. So I want to use that side, I think. So let's trim the white off of this side. Make sure I have it straight. All right, and then we're gonna go 5 inches. Okay, and then let's cut out, I don't know, oh my goodness. Because it's got the little train down here. Yep. All right, gotta keep the train. Okay, make sure it's straight. Yeah, my husband and I have taken a couple train rides. Oh. We took one in South Dakota and then one in Tennessee. Do you see what I just did? Oh boy, I wanted to keep the train and I cut the bottom and not the top. It's okay, there's more trains left on here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to center this from top to bottom where I want it, but I've got my notch where I can see here. Let me ink that. You guys can probably see just a little bit better. Okay. All right. Yes, you can see my notch there. Okay, I'm going to make sure I had my folio turned right. So what I'm going to do is take my ruler and I'm going to line it up with the center of that notch. Well, here. Let's do this first. I'll make the mark first. I just want my line to be just a little bit longer. Okay. Then that's going to help me line this up in my little notch maker because I can see my line now. If I just make a little mark, then I can't see it. So I'm still kind of guessing. So I have my notch. Erase my pencil mark. Okay. And then we're going to ink. So I'm going to line up my notch so that's not off. And if anything else is off, it's okay. As long as my notch is even. Okay. I really like that. I'm so mad at myself for cutting the wrong end. I'm such a dork. Such a goober. Okay. So we will just use the other side of this and we're going to cover this side. And I'm hoping this is going to be an easier way to do these envelope journals and still like them. And I'm going to cut the bottom. Oops. Because I want to keep the top if I don't mess up again. Because it's got like a little letter up here. So I want to keep that. And now I'm doing it backwards. Oh boy. Okay. Now, 7 inches. There we go. Okay, and then I want to cut, let's trim this white. And see if I do it this side, 5 inches. That'll be fine. Okay. All right. So what I'm doing is, because I'm sealing it up down here, but I want to make sure that when I glue, I'm gluing with the even of this pocket right here. So I'm going to put a little glue here on the edge of these pockets, and then I'm going to go along this fold right there, and then on the edge of this pocket, and then all over this flap here. I got a little close right there with the glue. Okay, so just making sure that I have it centered top to bottom, and then lined up with my pocket flap down there. Okay. It's all right. I haven't really paid attention if this glue dries clear or not, and I forgot to ink. It'll be all right. Yeah, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna ink here. And here. Always, I always forget. Always forget. So that way I don't have to trim out around these pockets here, and I still have a pocket. All right, so same thing with these. Make sure my pocket's not glued. I need some more glue right here. Okay. All right, we're good. Oh boy. Okay, everything is still folding up nicely. And back that out just a little bit and fold because we've got some bulk here now. So, okay. I really like that. Be like a little travel journal. Okay, so, oh goodness, excuse me. Oh, I'm not measuring anything. I am going to trim the white off. I'm going to lay this down. Let's see. I'm going to give myself about 1/4 of an inch right here. If I can do this. No, I can't. I can do it from this side. Okay. So I just want about 1/4 of an inch. And then a pencil, I am going to trace like so. And then I'm going to cut hopefully without tearing it. Want to bend on me. Okay. And we want this on this side. All right. So I need to snip ends here. That's better. And that being straight is fine. All right. So we're going to ink. And that looks great. All right. All right. Make sure that I'm lining my little point there up. All right. So, oh, that is cool. Even though that the map of Europe is covered a little bit, it's okay. Yep, I really like that. Okay, so now we have our journal pages that I would like to sew in. So you can sew your journal pages in here if you want to, or you can sew them in here. So it depends. When you open this up, do you want to see your journal pages, or do you want to have to flip it open one more time to see your journal pages? So it's entirely up to you on what you want to do. I'm going to sew mine in right here. And now I wished I'd went over this with some washi or craft tape so I could reinforce the spine, but I did not. Here is my washi. I have a ton of it, and I don't ever even remember to use it. I just got this. I don't know if I even showed you guys this. So pretty. I love it. Doesn't match this theme though. And this is washi that I printed. And this is from one of Pam's digital kits. And I think this is one of her digital kits as well. That I printed washi on. Those are washi sheets. Okay. I think I have enough of this. I don't think so. That's got butterflies on it. This just has some writing. Here's some keys. This one, this has got writing on it. I'm not a big gold person. It's black. Let's use that one. Okay. All right, we'll set that over there. Yeah, that way we're reinforcing the spine a little bit. All right, so I am going to put glue down this edge because I don't trust the sticky. Make sure I have it somewhat straight. And then I'm going to do the same here. Just want to reinforce this just a little bit. I got it just a little off center there, but well, it'll be all right. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to trim. Might be a little easier from this side. I do not have anything to stick these on. So honestly, I think, I mean, it doesn't look that bad like this, but had I thought about this prior, I probably would have stuck the tape down first and then put my paper on. But Yeah, because I just really don't like that. But it's, I mean, it's okay. It is all right. Okay, so I'm going to sew my signatures in right there. I am going to move my washi and yeah, let's fold them. I want this one in the front. For the signature. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, which will be fine. So now I am just going to put these together. And I'm going to probably cut just a little bit of that off. So, yeah, I'm going to cut right there at that line. Sorry, I know I'm getting my head in the way. I just want to see. No, we will cut at the second line right here. There's a border that goes around. And then down here, well, no, because I want a little bit of room. That's fine. That is fine. If I cut right here, okay, and then cut right there. And then I'm going to bring this down. Let's see. It's going to go in like this. So actually, I'll just cut on the edge of this white right there. We'll see what happens there. I might need to do some adjustments because the back side where I printed the backing page is not the same size. I'm missing my little box knife. Oh, nope, it was hiding from me. Oh, let's get that a little bit straighter. Okay. Now I can turn that back around like so. And I'm actually going to trim just a tiny bit more off the top here. Not much, just a little bit. I think I must have moved the papers or something when I was cutting. There we go. All right. That should be good. Let's check it. Yeah. And it's still going to fold up nice. I just wish I'd stuck that washi tape down first, but it's okay. All right. I am using my black crochet thread, size 3. It is cotton. I'm going to do 3 times the length of the book. Get my Toki tool and a needle. And then, actually, let's go ahead and thread this so we have that ready. Okay. Sure my papers are lined up, and then I'm just going to put these in here the way I want them. So I'm just going to try and get them even space from top to bottom, like so. And then I'll have it like that. And I'm going to poke a hole, and I'm just eyeballing this, but I'm going to go about center, and then I'm going to come down probably about 1 inch away from the bottom, and then about 1 inch away from the top, poke my 3rd hole, and then make sure, go through the center hole first, make sure you leave yourself a tail here, and then I'm going to come back through this bottom hole, maybe, yeah, there we go. Now I can take that out, and I can go through the top hole, go back out, get through there, okay, and then I'm going to try and hold this tight, and I'm going to go back in through the center hole. There we go. All right. Pull it a little tight. Not too tight. You don't want to tear your papers. Just, I'm going to double check myself. Yep. I'm good. And then I am going to tie 3 knots. Right over left, left over right, and right over left again. Now, you can tie these in a bow. You can leave them long and put beads on them. I am just going to go ahead and trim mine off, like so. Okay, yes, I did sew those in correctly. All right, now I'm going to take this spatula because this is a hard plastic. That one's kind of a rubber. And I'm just going to train these papers a little bit, like so. All right. So there is our little journal. And we need some goodies, some journal cards, tags to put in our pockets here. And then we have a pocket that's being hid back here with the journal. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's put an eyelet in. You guys want to hang around for just a few more minutes. Right here. And let's put one of these big ones. Oops. Hey, come back here. Okay, so I think that's going to be too big, but this one might be too small. So I'm just going to center this and poke the hole where I want. And now, let's see, can I lower that a little bit? Maybe. Maybe not. What do we have? I really don't want to use that big one. I really think it's probably too big. Okay, I was wrong. It is not too big. Fit in there perfect. What do I know? All right. And then squeeze. Beautiful. All right, so now we have our eyelet for our tie. And let's see what we got. There's some pretty blue, which will bring out the blue in the water. That's not long enough. Some brown here. Let's use the brown. I got lots of that anyways. Yeah. Lots of that. So now this I'll probably end up putting some beads on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can wrap that around 3 times. Just like that. I'm going to cut that off. Move that. I'm not sure if I want this to go this way or feed down. Let's try it the other way. See what that looks like. Come here. Feed it downwards. And then loop it. And yes, I like that better. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then we can put some beads at the end for some weight and tuck it right in there. And then I'll even those up. So. Oh, where you at? There you are. Okay, now they are even. There we go. Very pretty. I mean, I think so anyways, except for the washi tape. I mean, not that it looks totally bad. I mean, it's okay, but it definitely would have looked better, I think, had I put the washi tape down first and then glued my papers on. So, if you're going to make one and you don't like the washi tape on top of your paper, remember to reinforce your spines before you glue your paper. So, but I still have enough paper. I can make another one and make it look right. So, how pretty. And then I'll get some journaling cards in here and some tags. Got plenty of journaling space with some beautiful papers. I love it. I hope you guys do too. Minus a couple of mistakes. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. That is the best way to support me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and select all so you don't miss any future content from me. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.